Hello once again, YouTube. It is me again, R-Matrix. How you doing today? It's Sunday afternoon. I'd say going on 5 o'clock. I was being lazy today and slept till like maybe 2:30, but who cares? So, this video is going to be more on the serious side here, and let me tell you why. A couple of nights ago, I'd say maybe 2 to 3 nights ago, an issue was kind of brought to my attention, and I won't go into full detail about it, due to, privacy. Want to keep people's privacy. But before you, and I'll tell you what it's about. It's about gays. And before you go and start hitting the dislike button, unsubscribing, and leaving hate comments, let me tell you, more about it. The other night, I had the privilege of helping someone who was gay, and the issue was that he had a bully at his school picking on him because he was gay. And it really hit me really close to my heart, because one thing you might not know about me, I might have said in a previous video one time, but one thing you might not know is that I was bullied from the moment I entered school till pretty much the moment I got out of school. I mean, once I graduated from high school, everybody that picked him was like, "Hey, buddy," and I was like, "I still remember what you did, so it's not going to change anything." But it really hit me close to heart, because it reminded me of all those times that I was bullied. And what I really wanted to bring to light in this video was why why do we have to hate? Why do people have to hate on other people for who they love, how they love, why they love, etc.? Because I told the person this. I said, don't be ashamed of how you love or your sexuality or anything. And this goes out to everybody, not just anybody that's gay out there. This goes out to everyone, straight, bisexuals, homosexuals. I don't care. I love everybody. That's one of the reasons why I do YouTube. I love all you guys. I like making these videos so that I can make you smile. And if I can help you out, then most certainly that's what I'm going to do. But this person, they seemed like a really nice guy, and he was funny. He had a nice sense of humor, and I'm sitting over here. I'm like, why can't you accept? Why does this guy that's picking on you have to do this? Because I don't see, you're any different than I am. Because let's say I did this. Let's say I go out and find every one person from every ethnicity, every race, every sexuality. I line them up in my room here. I stripped their skin off of them. I stripped the muscles off of them. What are you going to see here? You're going to see nothing but skeletons. And they're all going to look the same. That's because we're all the same underneath. We're no different. Gays are no different than straights. Bisexuals are no different than black people. There's no difference. We breathe the same air. We bleed the same color. We have the same skeletons. I mean, come on. Do you have to hate? And, the sad fact is that humanity just seems to get worse and worse every day, no matter what you seem to do. And it's becoming, it's rapidly becoming a problem where, people are going to get to where they don't want to express themselves. I was that way for years. I didn't want people to know, the stuff I liked, the music, the movies, the games, because I had this fear that if I let anybody, know what I liked, then they were going to pick on me, because that's what people did. And this boy, I think he was in high school, maybe halfway through high school. He said this guy picks on him every single day because he's gay. And I'm like, dude, my advice to you, and I'm going to remember this as best as I can. I said, you have to stand up to this guy. You have to stand up to this bully, because he's not going to stop. Bullies get off on the attention. If you just, make a face or something, even if it's something as simple as that, these bullies are going to look at it, and then they are going to keep going, because they don't want to stop, because they're getting a reaction out of you. If you just stop and just ignore them, chances are that will work. But then you'll meet those bullies that just because you're ignoring them, they feel like, oh, they're not going to do anything. I just keep going. You then have to stand up to them. And I know what you're thinking. It's easier said than done. And I definitely agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But I had bullies in high school that, if I looked at a girl and maybe I thought she was cute, they'd start teasing me like, "Oh, he's got a crush on her," and then they would start telling people and stuff, and then multiple other things. So I got to the point where I was like, "Okay, listen, I'm not going to fight you, but I'm sure going to tell you, hey, I'm getting tired of your crap. You need to back off because I haven't done anything to you. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone." There, plain and simple. Most of them were like, "Right, dude," and you know how bullies are. They're like, "Right, whatever. You're not worth it anymore." That's basically them saying, "Okay, this person's not going to take it anymore, so I got to move on." So what I want all of you out there to know, no matter what sexuality you are, no matter what race you are, it doesn't matter. I want all of you to know out there that if you have a problem with a bully, stand up to them. You get friends to come with you. Get friends to back you up. Get right in that bully's face and listen. Hey, nobody finds it funny. Nobody finds it fun. The only person that finds it funny is you, and if you're the only person laughing, that's not an audience. That's not an audience. Two or more people is an audience. Just you, that's just plain sick. And I'll admit, years ago, I didn't really know how to accept gays at all because I wasn't used to them. I thought guys liked girls and girls liked guys, and I thought that was the way it was. But the older I got, the more I realized that you can love whoever you want. And yes, I know the Bible says, you're not supposed to lie down with a man, and I probably misquoted that, but you know what I'm talking about. I could go and get my Bible, read it, and quote it to you, but I don't want this to come off as a sermon. I want this to come off as like a kind of a PSA, if you will, something that needs to be brought to light because it just it really makes me mad because we're in the 21st century here, and you know, back in the 1960s, well, let's just say around mid 1900s, blacks did not have all the rights that they do now. Women were practically the same way, but now look at it. They're integrated into society, and I'm not being racist when I say this. We don't look the other way. But if you see a gay couple, whether it be guys or girls, out and they're holding hands, suddenly everybody loses their mind. And I'm like, how is that any different? How is two guys or two girls holding hands different than if I were to go out and hold hands with a girl? I don't really see any different. It's a sign of affection. It's a sign of love. And what gives anybody the right, other than the Lord himself, what gives anybody the right to judge or hate on somebody's lifestyle? Because what goes on behind their bedroom doors or their doors in their house, that's their business. I don't care. It's none of my business. If I see two guys holding hands, kissing, or two girls holding hands and kissing, I'm like, congrats, you found somebody that you love, somebody that loves you. It's not easy to find someone who's, willing to put up with everything you got, all your quirks and stuff. So I'm definitely going to give you a round of applause. I'm not going to be like, okay, dude, the Bible says that's wrong, so you two must go straight and find yourself a wife. I'm not going to do that. It's not my place. And all these bullies out there, I really I'm going to tell you as flat out as I possibly can. Nobody finds this funny. Nobody does. Some of the best people on the planet probably are gay, and that little guy that you're teasing, wherever you are, that little guy that you're teasing, he very well may one day be your boss, telling you what to do, signing your paycheck. And when you come up to him to get your paycheck at the end of the month or however long you get paid, what if he doesn't sign it? What if all of a sudden he remembers all the crap that you gave him because you teased him for being gay or being bisexual or not having the stuff that you had, what are you going to do then? It's not going to be funny, is it? So the meat of this video, the meaning of this video is all this hate has to stop. I know we're not going to live in a perfect world where all of a sudden people are just going to be like, okay, we accept everybody for who they are. We don't care. We love you. I know it's not going to be that simple, but can we get pretty darn close? Can we like 99.9% there? That other 0.1% can just go live somewhere and just hate on a tree. Because I mean that's how stupid it is. It's like they're hating on a freaking tree. Gays are no different than you are, than you or I am. Bisexuals are no different than you or I am. Blacks are no different than you or I am. I don't discriminate. Nor am I racist. I love everybody for who they are. And I said this the other night, and I had a friend of mine at the time heard me say this. I said, I've got a couple of gay friends. I've got a couple of bisexual friends, and I've got straight friends. I've got black friends. I've got friends of every ethnicity. Like I said, and this was kind of funny. I said if at the end of my life, if I never get married, never have kids or something, I can at least say I had all friends all over the rainbow. And that's probably maybe a gay reference or something, but you know what I mean. I don't discriminate, and I'm not going to hate on you for who you love or how you love. So please, for all of you out there that may be dealing with a bully, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice to follow. 1, ignore them. If you know it's not true, don't bother showing them any sort of reaction because they'll get off on it. 2, they continue it. You stand up to them. You let them know you're not going to deal with it. If that fails, bring some friends along. The bigger the group, the better. And you tell that bully, look, all these people agree with me. All these people against you. That should tell you something. That should tell you flat out, we're not going to stand here and take all your crap about how I choose to live my life. So, in conclusion, if anybody out there needs any help, if you just want to just blow off some steam, want to talk, send me an inbox in my YouTube channel here, and I'll help you out. I don't mind. I'm not asking you to do it for every little thing, or if you want to, that's fine. But I'm here to help everybody. So I just want all of you out there to know you're no different than anybody else. You're just as awesome as we are. I thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know where your thoughts stand on this, because this is an issue that needs to be resolved. Needs to be resolved right now. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you next time.